fluid mechanics. Unit 1 fluid mechanics is about the viscosity. Viscosity is nothing but resistance offered by a fluid flow. Look at the diagram. By doing the diagram we can explain. Now it is the different fluids are there. Now the ball is placed on the fluid. Now based on a fluid, it is also liquid. Now the ball is not resist the flow here. There is no resistance of flow. Now there may be a small resistance. There may be a resistance of flow. There may be a resistance of flow. There may be a resistance. There may be a resistance offered by a flow. The resistance offered by a flow is nothing but a viscosity. Looking at the diagram also itself, whenever there may be a low resistance is there, the ball has been dipped into the liquids. That is nothing but a viscosity. By diagram we can easily understand. Viscosity by diagram. Viscosity is defined as a property of a fluid which offers resistance to the movement of one layer of a fluid over another adjacent layer of a fluid. Viscosity is defined as a property of a fluid which offers resistance to the movement of one layer of a fluid, another adjacent layer of a fluid. Nothing but a viscosity. Now diagram of viscosity profile. Now it is a velocity profile. Look at the diagram. It is a movable body U. It is a fixed body. There may be a fixed body is there. Whenever it has been moved with a velocity of u velocity, now the deformation has been taking place. The deformation has been taking place like a parabolic. Okay. Now this velocity is equals to initial, the adjacent layer of the fluid is equals to u. Now another layer of the fluid is equals to u plus du. The velocity is increases here. The resistance is more, and the resistance is more here. Now u is u plus du. U plus du is nothing but change in the velocity. There may be a resistance offered by a fluid flow. Now du is nothing but change in velocity. Dy is nothing but displacement. Displacement between the one layer to the another layer. One layer to the other layer, the displacement is equal to dy. Now that there may be acting of some shear stress. The shear stress is nothing but the force which is acting parallel to the direction. Parallel to the direction of force. That force is called as shear force. Now shear force is denoted by symbol of. Now by looking at the diagram, the top layer causes a shear stress on the adjacent lower layer, while the lower layer causes shear stress on adjacent layer. One layer causes a shear stress and other layer causes a shear stress with adjacent top layer. By causing the shear stress, there may be a change in the velocities. Now, this shear stress is directly proportional to rate of change of velocity with respect to distance y. The shear stress is proportional to rate of change of velocity with respect to y is denoted by a symbol of tau. Tau is directly proportional to du by dy. Tau directly proportional to du by dy. Du is nothing but change in velocity, dy is nothing but change in the displacement of a velocity. Now tau is equals to mu into du by dy, where mu, it is Greek symbol mu is constant of proportionality and is known as coefficient of dynamic viscosity, otherwise simply called as viscosity. Mu, constant of proportionality, known as coefficient of dynamic viscosity, are simply called as viscosity. Now from this we can write as mu is equals to tau divided by du by dy. From this we can write as mu is equals to tau divided by du by dy, where du by dy is called as velocity gradient. Du by dy is velocity gradient, otherwise rate of shear deformation. Unit of viscosity is Newton second per meter square. SI unit of viscosity is Newton second per meter square. SI unit of viscosity is Newton second per meter square. Next, commencement kinematic viscosity. Kinematic viscosity is defined as, now it is defined as ratio between the dynamic viscosity of a fluid, dynamic viscosity, and the density of a fluid. The ratio between dynamic viscosity of a fluid to the density of a fluid. It is denoted by a symbol of Greek symbol, it is also Greek symbol mu. That is mu, it is mu called as mu is equals to dynamic viscosity, simply called as viscosity divided by density. Mu, density symbol is rho. Mu divided by rho is called as kinematic viscosity. Units of kinematic viscosity is, SI unit of kinematic viscosity is meter square per second. It is SI unit. Whenever it is maybe CGS unit, it is centimeter square per second. Centimeter square per second is called as Stoke. The CGS unit of kinematic viscosity is centimeter square per second, called as Stoke. Now, Newton's law of viscosity. According to Newton's law of viscosity, it states that shear stress, the shear stress tau on a fluid element layer is directly proportional to the rate of shear strain. Tau is equals to mu into du by dy. That equation is called as Newton's law of viscosity. It has been stated by a scientist called as Newton, that's why it's called as Newton's law of viscosity. The constant of proportionality is called as coefficient of viscosity. Tau is equals to mu into du by dy. Tau is equals to mu into du by dy is nothing but an tau is equals to mu into du by dy is nothing but an Newton's law of viscosity equation. According to Newton's law of viscosity, the fluids has been classified. Now, based on the Newton's law of viscosity, the fluids have been gets classified. What are they? First one about ideal fluid. Ideal is nothing but zero. Whenever the velocity is zero, the fluid is called as ideal fluid. A fluid which is incompressible and having no viscosity. A fluid incompressible having no viscosity is known as ideal fluid. Ideal fluid is not existent in the universe. In the universe, there is no existence. Why? Because every fluid consists of an viscosity. Every fluid should be compressible. Every fluid should be compressible. No fluid should be incompressible, as well as no viscosity. Whenever there may be no viscosity, those are called as a ideal fluids, otherwise called as a imaginary fluids. Next comes to real fluids. A fluid which possesses the viscosity, which is different from this, which possesses the viscosity is known as real fluids. All fluids which are existent in the nature, all the fluids which are existence in the nature or in the universe, those fluids are called as real fluids. All fluids are real fluids. Next, Newton's law of fluid. Newtonian fluids. A real fluid with viscosity, a real fluid in which shear stress is directly proportional to rate of shear strain. Tau directly proportional to du by dy. Tau directly proportional to du by dy is known as Newtonian fluids. Simply called as the fluids which satisfies the equation of Newton's law of viscosity are called as Newtonian fluids. The fluids which satisfies the equation of Newton's law of viscosity is called as Newtonian fluids. Next, non-Newtonian fluid, which is different to this one, reciprocal of that one. A real fluid which is in which shear stress is not proportional to rate of shear strain, otherwise called as velocity gradient. The real fluids, the shear stress is not proportional to velocity gradient, is called as, is known as non-Newtonian fluids. Non-Newtonian fluids means the fluids which doesn't satisfies the equation of Newton's law of viscosity is called as non-Newtonian fluids. Next, ideal plastic fluids. A fluid in which shear stress is more than yield value, the shear stress is proportional to rate of shear strain. Whenever the shear stress is some yield value, some elastic property is there, on that elastic property, After the yield value has been after the getting the yield value, there it has been satisfies the Newton's law of viscosity. That is, shear stress is proportional to rate of shear strain. Shear stress is proportional to rate of shear strain. That's what called as ideal plastic fluids. Now by diagram we can easily understand the fluids. Look at the diagram, graphical representation, shear stress and velocity gradient. Shear stress and velocity gradient. These are ideal solids. These are ideal fluids. Shear stress consists of shear stresses, ideal solids, ideal fluids. In nature, ideal solid is not there, ideal fluid is also not there. They are zero. Now, look at the diagram which satisfies the equation of Newton's law of viscosity mu into d by dy. Which satisfies this equation, there may be a straight line. And out of this straight line, the fluid is called as Newtonian fluid. Which doesn't satisfy the Newton's law of viscosity, which is the indirectly proportional and become as non-Newtonian fluids. Which are called as non-Newtonian fluids. Now, in order to yield some value, they take some yield value. After the yield value, it satisfies the Newton's law of viscosity. From a certain yield value, it satisfies Newton's law of viscosity. Those are called as ideal plastic fluids. Ideal plastic fluids. At yield value, it is directly proportional to the. Now, problems on viscosity. Now, what is the problem? Given problem. Now, in this problem, we have to calculate dynamic viscosity of an oil. Dynamic viscosity of oil, which is used to lubricate between square plate. Size has been given. Length is given as 0.8 meter. Breadth is given as 0.8 meter. Length square means both same, L into B. And inclined plate, on an inclined plate, angle of inclination 30 degrees. The weight of square plate is 300 Newton. The plate of weight is 300 Newton. It slides down in inclined plane. It an uniform velocity of 0.3 meter per second. Slides down, uniform velocity of 0.3 meters. The thickness of oil film is 1.5 mm. Now dy is given as 1.5 mm and the du is given as 0.3. Weight W is given as 300 Newton. Angle of inclination theta is equal to 30 degrees. Area has been given. Now we have to calculate dynamic viscosity. Dynamic viscosity is nothing but mu. We have to find out mu. Mu is equal to du by dy. Okay. This is a diagram representation also given in the problem. Angle of inclination is 30 degrees. This is the square plate, which is downwards, moving downwards, sliding downwards. In that plate and the plane, viscous fluid is there, oil is there. Now oil thickness is given as 1.5 mm. It has been moving with a velocity of 0.3 meter per second. Always the weight is acting vertically downwards. Whenever the weight is acting vertically downwards, this is resolved into two components. This component becomes as W cos theta. This is W cos theta. This becomes as W sin theta. This is W cos theta and this is W sin theta. Okay, W cos theta and W sin theta. Whenever the weight is acting downwards, it has been resolved into two components. Solution. Given area of a plate is given as 0.8 into 0.8. 0.8 into 0.8, that is 0.64 by multiplication. Angle of plane theta is equal to 30 degrees. Weight of plate W is equal to 300 Newton. Velocity plate du, small velocity du is equal to 0.3 meter per second. Thickness of the film dy is equal to 1.5 mm, sorry, it may be mm, 1.5 mm. Now it is equal to 1.5 into 10 power minus 3 meter. Solution. Component of velocity in the direction of plane is W cos 60. Theta is 60 degrees. W cos theta is 30 degrees. Maybe W cos 60. 90 minus theta. Cos 90 minus theta. Cos 90 minus theta is 30 equals to W cos 30. W cos 60 is equals to 90 minus theta. Okay, that is cos 60 is equals to 300 cos 60 is equals to 150 Newton. Weight of a plate acting downwards. Now shear force is equals to force divided by area. Shear stress is equals to force divided by area. Force is given as, the weight is given as 150 divided by area is 0.64. Force is nothing but weight divided by area. 150 divided by 0.64, we get the value as 243.3 Newton per meter square. 243.3 Newton per meter square. Using the equation of viscosity, tau is equal to mu into du by dy. Du is nothing but change of velocity, 0.3 meter per second given. Now substitute in the equation. Tau is equals to 150 divided by 0.64. Already we get the answer also. That is equals to mu into 0.3. Du is 0.3. dy is 1.5 into 10 power minus 3. 1.5 into 10 power minus 3. From that calculation, mu is equals to 1.17 Newton second per meter square. From this we get mu is equals to 1.17 Newton second per meter square. That is equals to, by multiplying with 10, that is equals to 1 Newton second per meter square is equals to 10 poise. By multiplying 10, we get 11.7 poise. Poise is also unit of CGS unit of dynamic viscosity. Next, problem 2. Flat plate area of this area has been given, is pulled at a speed of 0.4 meter per second relative to the another plate located at a distance of 0.5 meter from it. Find the force power required to maintain the speed separating having viscosity of 0.1 meter. Here area of a plate A is equals to 1.5. Area has been given, convert them into meter square. Get 1.5 meter square. 1.5 into 10 power 6 mm square, that is equals to 1.5 meter square. Speed of plate du is equals to 0.4 meter per second. Du is equals to 0.4 meter per second. Dynamic distance moved by a plate. Distance moved by a plate dy is equals to 0.5 mm. 0.5 mm means 0.15 into 10 power minus 3 meters. Dynamic viscosity of a fluid is equals to mu is equals to 1 poise. 1 poise means, in terms of CGS unit, 1 by 10. 1 poise is 1 by 10 Newton second per meter square. 1 poise is equals to 1 by 10 Newton second per meter square. Now, using the equation of viscosity, similar equation, tau is equals to mu into du by dy. 1 by 10 multiplied with du 0.4 dy, to get the value. Next, shear force is equals to tau into area of the plate. Now shear force is equals to tau into area, you get 400 Newton. Next, power required to move the plate, distance of 0.4 meter per second. Now power also determined, F into 400 into 0.4. This is the concept on viscosity and the different types of fluids based on viscosity, as well as problems regarding the viscosity. These problems are previous solved problems, previous question paper problems which are in the JNT papers. Thank you.